companion to those who seek strength. Within it, people often misunderstand quietness as weakness, but in truth it holds a reservoir of power that is invisible yet formidable. Silent people observe more than they speak. They notice patterns that others miss. They understand emotions without words, and they feel deeply without expressing it loudly. The world around us is noisy with constant chatter, advertisements, social media, and endless opinions, yet those who embrace silence can navigate this chaos with clarity. They develop an inner focus that allows them to act decisively and think strategically in situations where others are overwhelmed. By choosing silence, they cultivate patience. They learn to listen not only to others but to their own instincts. This listening builds intuition, which is a form of subtle power that cannot be measured, but can be felt when decisions align perfectly with circumstances. Silent individuals do not need validation from others. Their confidence comes from understanding themselves and knowing that their presence alone can influence outcomes. This inner certainty is magnetic and attracts trust and respect without the need for loud declarations. Silence also provides a space for reflection. It allows one to process experiences thoroughly and integrate lessons deeply. Those who underestimate this power often find themselves reacting impulsively, whereas the silent thinker responds with precision. Their words, when spoken, carry weight because they are chosen carefully and delivered intentionally. This deliberate communication enhances influence because people recognize thoughtfulness and restraint as signs of strength. Ability to remain silent in the face of a provocation is another manifestation of this hidden power. It demonstrates self-control, emotional intelligence, and the mastery of impulses, which many confuse with passivity. Yet, true silence is active. It requires courage and awareness. It is not mere absence of sound, but presence of attention and consciousness. Silent people often develop resilience because they are accustomed to observing life without constant distraction. They understand that challenges are temporary and that reactions shape experiences more than circumstances themselves. This perspective allows them to endure hardships calmly and emerge stronger. Each moment of quiet reinforces their mental discipline and sharpens cognitive abilities. They become adept at reading situations and anticipating outcomes. This foresight is a form of unseen power that cannot be taught but must be cultivated through practice. The practice of silence also nurtures creativity by freeing the mind from incessant noise. It allows ideas to surface naturally and solutions to emerge intuitively. Many innovators and leaders have acknowledged that their greatest insights came during moments of solitude and quiet reflection. In silence, one can connect deeply with oneself and the universe. This connection fosters empathy, understanding, and a sense of purpose, which further strengthens personal influence. By mastering silence, one learns that words are tools, not weapons, and that listening is more powerful than speaking. Immediately, those who harness this skill can mediate conflicts, inspire cooperation, and lead with subtle authority. Silence teaches humility because it reveals that one is a small part of a much larger world, yet it simultaneously reveals strength because mastery over oneself is the greatest power one can achieve. Those who practice silence develop an aura of mystery and respect. People are drawn to them not because they are loud or imposing, but because they embody steadiness, calmness, and intelligence in every culture. Silence has been revered as sacred. From monks to philosophers to warriors, they understood that stillness is not emptiness, but fullness of awareness. In a noisy world, silence allows one to maintain clarity, focus, and emotional balance. It is a shield against manipulation and a sword that cuts through confusion. By embracing silence, individuals protect their energy, prioritize their thoughts, and make space for meaningful actions. The power of silence is not always visible immediately, but it manifests over time in decisions made, carefully in relationships managed wisely, and in goals achieved efficiently. Those who are silent but attentive often notice opportunities that others overlook. They perceive subtleties in human behavior, social dynamics, and environmental cues that give them a strategic advantage. This advantage is subtle yet profound because it operates without fanfare and is not dependent on external recognition. Silent power is sustainable because it does not rely on constant output. It is renewable. From within, it grows stronger with consistent practice, reflection, and awareness. Over time, the silent individual becomes a person who commands respect without demanding it. Their presence itself communicates competence, reliability, and wisdom. The cultivation of silence requires discipline and mindfulness. It is a deliberate choice to refrain from unnecessary noise and to focus on meaningful communication. This practice involves controlling thoughts, tempering reactions, and choosing observation over immediate expression. Each instance of restraint strengthens the mind and sharpens judgment. The art of silence also includes knowing when to speak and when to remain quiet. There is immense power in speaking at the right moment with the right words rather than filling every space with sound. Words become a potent tool when reserved for essential communication and impactful expression. Silent individuals master this art and thereby influence their surroundings without overt exertion. They create environments where thoughtful dialogue replaces impulsive argument and reflection precedes reaction. This approach builds trust, respect, and lasting relationships. People feel heard, valued, and understood in the presence of someone who embodies silent strength in personal and professional realms. Silence allows for strategic thinking, planning, and careful execution of ideas. It creates an atmosphere of composure even in crises, which inspires confidence and cooperation. Silent leaders are often the most effective because they lead by example through calm decision-making, integrity, and self-control rather than through volume or intimidation. The inner power developed through silence is resilient because it is independent of external conditions. It does not fluctuate with applause, criticism, or chaos. Instead, it is rooted in self-awareness, self-mastery, and consistent practice. Over time, the cultivation of silent power transforms ordinary experiences into lessons and opportunities for growth. Every encounter becomes a chance to observe, learn, and respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. This transformation amplifies capabilities and deepens understanding of the world and oneself. Silent power fosters patience because the practitioner understands that outcomes are shaped by time, effort, and strategy rather than impulsive action. They develop endurance, emotional stability, and a long-term vision that enables them to navigate complex situations effectively. Silence is an active force. It shapes character, enhances perception, and magnifies influence. It is the foundation upon which inner strength, resilience, and strategic advantage are built. Those who embrace it wield a power that is invisible to the untrained eye, yet undeniable in effect. It allows focus on what truly matters and nurtures clarity of thought. Through quiet observation, one notices patterns, opportunities, and subtleties that others miss. The silent individual listens more than they speak and acts with intention rather than reaction. This calm approach builds trust, respect, and influence. Over time, the practice of silence strengthens self-control, awareness, and wisdom. It encourages reflection, understanding, and thoughtful action. Words spoken after reflection carry weight and inspire. Others are drawn to the quiet presence of someone who embodies steady confidence and inner strength. Cultivation of silent power is not about avoidance, but about mindful engagement with the world. It teaches that true strength comes from mastery over oneself and clarity of mind. Those who Practice it, navigate challenges calmly, make strategic decisions, and maintain emotional balance in the face of adversity. In the end, silent power allows one to act decisively with wisdom and subtlety. It shapes a life guided by insight, patience, and intentional action. Those who understand its value move through life with quiet confidence and lasting influence.